Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're decoding the incredibly complex world of global patent data. Look, if you're involved in R&D, competitive benchmarking, or freedom to operate analysis, the way you execute strategic intelligence is about to fundamentally change. We're going to break down the LexisNexis ecosystem, specifically Total Patent 1 and Patent Site, and really show you how to navigate this space with absolute precision.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the global innovation ocean, move into precision query construction, and then figure out finding true ownership. After that, we'll hit navigating with classification codes, decoding global patent families, and we'll wrap up the whole shebang with AI strategic intelligence. Let's dive in.
Section 1. The Global Innovation Ocean. Navigating Patent Data. Before we get into the technical mechanics, we really need to wrap our heads around the sheer, overwhelming scale of the intellectual property environment we're dealing with.
Just let this staggering magnitude sink in for a second. Right now, there are over 176 million global patent documents in existence. We're talking nearly 100 million patent families from over 100 different international authorities. This landscape has completely shifted from localized administrative tasks to a massive global pillar of corporate strategy.
So, what does this all mean? Well, the core problem is finding the signal in all this overwhelming noise. Relying on basic keyword searches in an ocean this massive is just a high-risk strategy. If you just type in generic terms, you're going to encounter so much noise, dangerous blind spots, and missed prior art. And as you know, in the patent world, missing a crucial document can literally lead to catastrophic litigation or millions in wasted R&D. We absolutely need a better way.
That brings us to Section 2, Precision Query Construction, Building Your Defense. Let's look at how building a mathematically precise search query is really your first and most vital line of defense.
Okay, unlike just casually Googling something, the Total Patent 1 engine follows a strict mathematical execution precedence. You absolutely must remember that the NOT operator executes before AND, which executes before OR. If you fail to use your parentheses to correctly group your terms, well, you risk catastrophic errors in your recall. For instance, without brackets, searching for a battery or cell alongside a specific company name could entirely alter your logical intent.
Now, notice the critical difference here when we talk about proximity logic. Unordered proximity, using the near operator, finds terms within a certain word jump limit regardless of their order. That's great for broad associations. But ordered proximity, using the seq operator, demands the exact linguistic sequence. You know what makes this incredibly powerful? Common stop words like the, and, or of are actually indexed here. That means if you're searching within the legal scope of patent claims, you can demand the exact technical phrasing without linguistic fillers throwing off your results.
To account for global spelling variations or translation errors, we have wildcards. But the real game changer? Fuzzy matching, using the tilde symbol. This allows for an edit distance of 0 to 2 characters. It's an absolutely indispensable tool for capturing chemical compound variants, British versus American spellings, like fiber and fiber, or easily misspelled corporate names across all those different international patent offices.
Moving right along to Section 3, Finding True Ownership, Unmasking Structures. Finding a patent is one thing, but determining who actually holds the commercial power over these inventions, that's another beast entirely.
Let's dive into these 3 tiers of ownership, because it gets a bit tricky. We move chronologically. First up, there's the original assignee. That's the entity recorded exactly at the time of filing. Second, we have the current assignee, which tracks legal transactions like sales or donations over time. But the third tier, the normalized assignee, that is where the real intelligence lies.
Corporate structures are notoriously messy, right? A rival might purposefully hide their R&D focus behind obscurely named subsidiaries. Normalization neatly rolls up all those regional variants, say IBM Corp and IBM Deutschland, into a single unified entity. Paired with LexisNexis's directory of corporate affiliations, you can instantly search an entire corporate family tree. This ensures you don't miss a vital competitive threat hidden deep within some random subsidiary.
All right, Section 4, Navigating with Classification Codes, Beyond Keywords. Let's see how to classify this data effectively, ensuring we don't get totally lost relying purely on inconsistent technical language.
This is where classification systems come in to save the day. Think of the International Patent Classification, or IPC, as your global map for broad technical categories. On the flip side, the Cooperative Patent Classification, or CPC, serves as your high-resolution magnifying glass.
It offers incredibly granular technical niches, even including special Y tags designed specifically to categorize emerging technologies like smart grids and sustainable energy. So the strategy here is a hybrid search methodology, because keywords alone fail and classifications alone are just too broad. You start with a highly targeted seed search to find the correct CPC codes. Then you expand across that entire technical silo to grab everything. Finally, you apply your precision keywords to filter that massive bucket down. This is exactly how you confidently isolate the most relevant prior art.
Section 5. Decoding global patent families, protecting across borders. Let's decode how a single invention actually spans international jurisdictions.
There are 4 distinct patent family definitions you need to know. The simple family is for exact priority matches across borders. The main family is for shared priority combinations. The extended family is for tracking divisionals and continuations. And lastly, the complete family gives sweeping views of broad technology platforms. Understanding which family definition you're using is vital. It drastically changes how you assess a competitor's portfolio size and their global freedom to operate footprint.
And finally, Section 6. AI and Strategic Intelligence, moving to the macro level. We've retrieved the data, but now we need to zoom out to the macro level to extract high-level strategic intelligence using LexisNexis AI and PatentSight. Which brings us to a really vital question for any R&D manager or intelligence analyst. For decades, the industry just counted patents. But we all know not all patents are created equal. Some are revolutionary, most are, frankly, completely useless. So how do we look past the sheer volume of patents to measure actual, impactful technological strength?
Well, the scientific solution to this problem is the Patent Asset Index. This index evaluates every active patent family by calculating its competitive impact, and it does this by multiplying 2 distinct metrics together: technology relevance and market coverage.
Let's break those down.
First, technology relevance. This determines true innovative influence by analyzing forward citations, basically how often later patents cite this invention. But to be fair, it's strictly normalized by specific technical fields and publication years, so if a patent has a technology relevance score of 2.0, it means it's cited twice as often as the average patent in its exact field from that exact same year.
Meanwhile, market coverage grounds the analysis in economic reality. It reflects the global economic value of the territories where the patent is protected, and it uses the United States market as the baseline value of 1.0. Obviously, an invention protected in the US, China, and Germany will naturally have a significantly higher market coverage than one protected only in a minor regional economy.
Looking ahead, LexisNexis is augmenting this entire ecosystem with powerful AI to drastically save you time and make these metrics even more accessible. We've got Tech Discovery, which uses generative AI to instantly map a patent landscape from just a simple text description. We have custom classifiers, allowing you to train machine learning models to categorize millions of patents using your own company's bespoke internal terminology. And on the horizon is Pretasia, a natural language AI assistant that'll let you ask complex, IP intelligence questions in plain English. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. You now understand the depth of precision required, from proximity syntax and ownership normalization right through to classification structures and the patent asset index. Armed with these precise tools, will your proactive IP strategy uncover the disruptors and define the market, or will you let the hidden intelligence in the data define you? Keep learning, stay focused, and use these tools to build a masterful IP strategy.